Hi there, welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal commentator. Meghan Markle is failing miserably as the atrocities of the book Finding Freedom are exposed. The book Finding Freedom is a misnomer because they were never imprisoned. They actually had so much freedom that Meghan spent £1 million in ill-fitting clothes without conscience whatsoever. With that amount of money, she could have helped thousands who are hungry for the basic needs of life: food, water, and shelter. The atrocities of this book are too glaringly obvious, and it exposes Meghan's sense of importance and entitlement to everything and everyone. She claimed to be a feminist, but uses men to get where she is. She said she was Caucasian all her life and only associated with white folks. She calls white men pale and stale, but married 3 of them anyway. Now, Meghan is trying blindingly to get a grip on her black heritage for her own advantage, but failing miserably. All in all, it amounts to this: she does not know who she really is. She let the narcissistic personality disorder take over. She could have done so much good with the British royal family, but since she's not a supernova, she ran away and tagged along hapless Harry, and off they went. It's all awful and full of bogus claims made by Meghan Markle. 5 months into stepping down as senior royals, billions of dollars never materialized to make them financially independent. What a jokester these two have become. They begged Papa Carlo to foot the bill and pay for that $14.7 million mansion, and it's only in Meghan's name. What a hoot Harry has become these days, a far cry from out-of-control teen. Their testimonial book, Finding Freedom, has triggered an avalanche of people to really look at them closely and see what all the hoopla is about. And yes, they are scorned now for their hypocrisy and stupidity. It's so uncanny how a 40-year-old couple still are so stupidly clueless in how the world actually works. They have no self-awareness or self-preservation. What a tragically comical couple they've become. People who bought the book find themselves robbed from buying it. It's a horrendously horrible, sugarly infused diatribe of lies after lies to try to explain her narcissistic nature and why she did what she's done. I believe due to a shortage of tissue papers, rather than experiencing the pain of returning a trashy book, they'll find another use for it. Some people who found themselves cold burned the book for warmth. A group of people used the pages of the book to start a bonfire. The mothers who unluckily got the book as gifts have used the pages to do origami and paper mache with their children while doing homeschooling. Others just took one look at the cover and had a semi-minor fit. No good has come out of the book. Others returned it and got their money back. The beleaguered Omid Scobie, who looks freshly renovated from a plastic surgeon in anticipation of a book tour in photos, is at wit's end. He was just a glorified typist after all, but he's becoming the fall guy of the Greek tragedy that is the Meghan show. He is now hiding because his first foray into publishing a book turned into crapola. If truth be known, he was just doing the typing of everything Meghan said and totally under the whim and mercy of everything. Meghan wanted to be written in the book. It's the diary of a lost soul. Meghan with Marcus Anderson, Omid's boyfriend, Marcus Anderson. Yes, that Marcus Anderson. Meghan's unghosted best friend forever yet has just broken it off with him. What a predicament he must be in. No boyfriend to console him because the royal quitters denied any involvement with the book. Poor Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, they are the proverbial scapegoat. Meghan Markle was promoting it as an insider's look of her side of the story, but now that it's once again panned by everyone except the Sugars, she denies anything. I didn't know there was a story. She became a duchess or whatever, but she was found lacking. That's why she resigned in lieu of getting fired. It was always her plan to isolate Harry in California. Meghan thought it was all about her, constantly complaining because she never had what Catherine had. She never had Catherine's looks or persona. Harry is a complete wimp. It's about time he stood up on his own 2 feet instead of waiting for his daddy to keep giving them money. I really believe that the royal family should now step in and take everything away from them both, especially their titles. She thinks that she can insult the royal family without giving any thought to it. Yes, she did spend a lot of money on ridiculous clothes. If we are all being truthful, she has no idea how to dress, no matter how much money she spends. She never looks that great. I don't care what she says. She wrote that damn book. Too many inside Meghan's mind moments for her not to be the author. I just love that picture of her. Makes her look like Bucky Beaver's wife, Becky Beaver. Funny thing, Juliet, in the back of the book, Omid says that he talked with the couple when appropriate. So he did talk with him. Or why put it in the book? It's a cover-up. Well, one thing is clear now. Meghan and Harry will stay together for the time being. Symbiosis. I once thought, as many others did, that either he would wake up to her or she would leave him behind. But they seem to feed off of each other. But I don't think they'll stay together forever. If weak Prince Charles stops the cash flow, especially in light of their not making billions of dollars by hook and by crook, she'll need to move on to greener pastures. Greener, get it? Harry is not and never will be the attraction she thought he would be. I see her keeping the unaffordable mansion, paid in full of course, and demanding an extremely high annual stipend in order for the royal family to ever be able to see Archie again. Another royal commentator had this to say. What do you think of Amazon restricting reviews on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's explosive biography, Finding Freedom, after noticing unusual activity amid a fan campaign to boost its rating? It makes sense. I read that the Sussex Square is trying to make her book, written by Scobie, Meghan's great friend, and Durand, who I've never seen, look like it's a great book. I read Finding Freedom, and I didn't skim it because I took notes on most pages. I read it for research, since I thought some people would want to hear an honest opinion on the book. It isn't a great book. It isn't even a good book. It reads like a fantasy novel written in Meghan's mind to paint her in the best possible light while throwing shade on some very important people, namely the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. I found the book to be very flowery and beautiful where Meghan was concerned. Harry came out looking like a protective, raging misfit, and the Cambridges were written off as mean people, especially Kate, as Scobie refers to the woman now known as Catherine. So the squad has been trying to write reviews on a book they either didn't read or didn't even bother to buy through Amazon. I have Prime, so most every book I now buy is purchased through Amazon. Only people who have bought the book through Amazon should be able to write a review. The squad can pay the money to write one review. They can try to get around the system, but even with their one-sided input, the reviews for Finding Freedom are less than 1 star. I gave it 1 star. So many people are having a very difficult time reading this book because it's all about just Meghan, how she looks, thinks, feels, acts, and does. I'd wait a few years and then buy a different biography on Meghan Markle, because another biography will be written, not now, but after the dust settles and after the review with the Queen comes up next March. Until then, just read the news if you want to see what the shady Sussexes are up to. Their PR team is doing a marvelous job keeping these 2 charlatans in the news every single day. A royal fan also had this to say. We all know it's Markle's perception of what she expected and what she got. I believe that she has no grounds for complaints against the royal family. They gave advice. It was ignored. They bent or broke the rules of protocol. It was rejected. Britain gave her a royal wedding. That was expected, but never appreciated. This book proves that the British royal family have no case to answer, and no matter how much she tries to shift the blame onto Scooby-Doo, it has her name firmly etched in it. Omid was just the ghostwriter. If anything, the book has given more support to the royal family. I saw a reference on a site referring to them as the House of Delusion. They sure are. Harry is equally to blame. He could have used his knowledge and helped her settle in, but chose to show what a right royal prat he has always been by abusing not only his family, but the monarchy in public. The future doesn't look good for Meghan. She has gotten herself in so deep. I don't see her crawling out. I hope Harry doesn't crash and burn when he sees her for what she is. Hopefully, no more children. And their little one doesn't even know his cousins or great-grandmother, who won't be around that much longer, and her grandfather, who Meghan has treated horribly. How about you? What do you think of Meghan Markle's book? Please let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your own followers. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.